long time, and then just threw it into a ton of coverage. I was really shocked that he threw that ball, Brent.
Yeah, I was too, and like I said, it got tipped by first Landon Hollifield. Then it tipped off the Crest player up in the air, and then Thurman made a diving catch of the interception off 2 deflections. And Shelby in business at the Crest 39, 1st and 10. 6:21 to go, first quarter. Woods in at running back. In motion goes J.J. Williams. And then Farmer's going to play action, roll right, gets pressure, gets it. It's
Williams
open.
is wide open.
J.J. Williams for the first down and then some. He's down to the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 19. Somehow Williams was wide open.
Well, Williams went in motion. And when he went in motion, then he went up the field and nobody picked him up. And he did a smart thing. He stopped because Land was running a bootleg. It was a nice fake to the left, and he bootlegged back to the right. And Land was thinking, I could run. And then he said, oh, gosh, he's wide open over there. So he made the pass. And so 1st and 10, goal lines at the Chargers 20. 4th first down, 1 running, 1 passing, 2 penalties.
And they'll run it with Woods left side. No, that's Jalen Tate. He's inside the 20 to the 15 and down to about the 12. Big run by Jalen Tate.
8-yard gain. And early in the season, anytime you run around the end, you just wait for a holding penalty. Yeah. But that was good blocking. And really good blocking downfield. One of the receivers, I didn't catch his number. He was doing a nice job blocking downfield.
So 2nd down and 2 from the Crest 12 as Shelby enters the red zone for the first time.
5:58 to go in the first quarter. No score.
Tate remains in the game, and he'll get and Land pulls it from Tate, and he'll run it himself, and he's going to be dragged down for a couple-yard loss by Lyric Pettis.
Yeah, and Pettis did a great job because Land made a really nice read, and it looked like there was going to be some room over there. And Pettis just grabbed him at the back of the jersey and pulled him down.
Yeah.
3rd down and now. Again, it was an inside zone, and there was nothing there. And so it was not a called run by Land, but Land said, okay, if I hand this, we're going to lose 3. So let me take a shot. And so they lost 2. So 3rd down and 4. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. No score. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Ball at the Crest 14. Tate stays in the game. He's to the right of Farmer. Ball on the left hash, and we get ourselves a timeout. Shelby, that's 2 timeouts. And there's 5:07 to go first quarter. No score. We'll be right back.
Hear about how good the barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Out to Hefner in the flats for a small gain. Looks like there's going to be about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
Yeah.
4 yard gain.
It's going to be about 3rd and 5 for Cherryville. Hefner just going out there in the flat, just turned around. Here I am, and Adams got the ball to him. So not bad play, and going to the short side of the field. Both teams were playing to the short side of the field. Ball's on the right hash, and both teams been playing to the short side of the field when they had the ball.
Adams takes it.
Oh, here we go.
Goes to the left, keeps it himself. Gets out to the left a little bit to the sideline, takes it out to the 40. That's going to be another Ironman. Another medical center pharmacy first down for Jaden Adams on the quarterback keeper.
Jaden Adams, excellent run there, made 2 guys miss. It's going to be a first down on the 39, the positive 39 for the Ironman. Excellent job there. Saw some good sportsmanship there by Weston Bowers, picking up number 6 for Owen off the ground, helping him up, getting him back on his feet.
Ironman take the snap, hands the ball up middle to Hefner, shifts up to the middle, cuts out to the left, and is down.
Inside the 5, carrying tacklers. He's inside the 3 to the 2-yard line. Land Farmer, 1st and goal, Shelby.
And that is the 5th first down, and our first down sponsor, Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain. And 2 of those first downs have been a result of penalties, and we've been remiss. We need to make sure we say Shelby Heating and Air of Shelby is our penalty sponsor.
Yeah, and there's been, 3 50 yards of penalties between the two teams already.
Yeah, 4 penalties, 2 15-yarders on Crest, 2 10-yarders on Shelby. So first and goal at the 2-yard line,
What a call.
4:45. It was a great run by Land Farmer as well.
Yep, he went right behind Tate. Everybody grabbed Tate.
And they've gone with the jumbo package.
Yep, so Tate's in the Wildcat behind 56. Dominic Wood. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness. He held the ball well over the line, and the official on this side said, nope, he's down. Maybe his knee was down before he reached the ball over.
It looked like he was laying on a player and his whole half of his body was across the line, and the guy called him down at about the 1-inch line. So
second and goal.
They're going to line up in the same formation, and he's going to call his own number. And this time he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Shelby. Jalen Tate from 1. And the golden lines are on top. That's in numbers, tax, and bookkeeping of Shelby. Touchdown with 4:03 to go here in the first quarter. So nice little drive, and points off turnovers, Jeff, are big. And Shelby got 6 there. Matt Grenier in for what could be the Hojo Power Sports of Shelby point after touchdown.
Man Farmer is the holder. Snapper is Morgan.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the Hojo Power Sports of Shelby kick is good. Shelby 7, Crest 0 on your No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky of Cherryville scoreboard. We're back after this.
Beam Construction Company in Cherryville is now hiring.
Critical play. Right. And looks like we got a Wildcat, and we do. And the ball snaps straight back to number 2. Who is Elmer Littlejohn. Looks like he's going to get up to about the 12. And he's down to about the 13, possibly the 12. He's down to near the 12-yard line, which is going to bring up a 4th and 1. And they're giving the same set right here. Wildcat set with 2 H-backs.
Yeah, that's a little nasty set.
And he snaps it inside, and he goes inside the 10-yard line, which is going to be a David Norris for District Attorney first down for the Hilltoppers.
About the 9.5.
Goal to go. That's inside the 5, Coach. They took it to the 4. 4.5.
I'm sorry, 4.5.
Yes, sir.
Call it the 4-yard line here.
So here we go. Hilltoppers in business here. They're trailing 14-7 North Henderson Knights. Wildcat back. He faked like he was going to throw it, and then he got inside the 3-yard line, it appears, or maybe right to the 2-yard line. I think it's where they're going to mark it. He scared me there, Coach, because when he stuck that ball out with his right hand, it was dangerous. We want to thank KTC Broadcasting for sponsoring these games and bringing us through their and they actually own. Ball snapped back over Jacob Smith's head, and now he takes it back inside. He does recover the ball in air, and he takes it back to the 3-yard line, it looks like. So depends on where they're spotted here. I don't know what they're saying.
Guy on the right's marking at 1. The quarter's fixing to be over with.
Okay. Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter, sponsored by Mi Poblito Mexican Restaurant.
Big game, big appetite. Swing by Mi Poblito for the ultimate victory. From sizzling fajitas to over 100 mouth-watering dishes, we've got you covered no matter your craving. How about fried?
20, 15, 10. He's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Eli Hamrick. 49 yards. I know the Shelby faithful wanted a hold on Tyson Williams. Didn't get it. And now flagging the end zone after the play, which usually is some kind of either unsportsmanlike conduct for the defense doing something bad or the offense for celebrating too much. And let's see what they're going to call it on. It's on the Chargers, so little celebratory penalty there. And I think what happens there is you can choose to let them kick a long one or take it on the kickoff, Jeff, and they're going to back this all the way up to the 17-yard line. So it's going to be a
35-yard point after touchdown try.
Yep.
Again, that was a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown run.
I think Coach Wilbanks is asking, do I not get a choice to take it on the kickoff? And now we're going to have an official timeout while we sort this one out. What a run by
that was a really good run, and you're right. The Shelby faithful were really wanting to have a penalty called, but it was a good block.
So 49-yard run, and
it was good.
He nails it. So Carson Greer with a 35-yard PAT, sponsored by Hojo Power Sports of Shelby. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the Jimmy J's Pizza Kickoff. It's 7-7 with 3:56 to go. 3:36 to go, first quarter.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair.
We might is 40, but yeah, high school's 35. Yeah.
The Putnam Distributors penalty puts the ball on their own 35-yard line.
Davis back in the backfield for Burns.
All right, so Davis gets it. He'll try the right side. This time not as much room, but takes on a tackler and gets about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. So Davis, 2 carries, 72 yards. I'm going to give him 3 yards there. So if you're just joining us, first quarter, Wrights Jewelry Scoreboard, 13-7 Mountaineers. Each team has had the lead. Started out 6-0 Kings Mountain after the Vaughn touchdown. Davis, long touchdown run for Burns, and now then Dry had a touchdown for Kings Mountain. Ussery comes in motion. They're going to try Davis again. He breaks a tackle, and he's through. The ball comes out, and it's going to be covered by Kings Mountain. What a shame.
Man.
He was fighting for extra yards and lost the football. Kings Mountain recovers.
Hard run there, Max Davis. Spun his way out of a tackle. Would have been about an 8-yard gain or so, but came out just at the last second. Tough play there.
So Kings Mountain will take it after the turnover on their own, on the plus 44 with 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. That's tough. It looked like Davis was going to bust out of there and maybe get a first down, but instead now Kings Mountain has the football and they're in plus territory. Bell has it, looks, trying to get it out quickly. Pressure coming. Wilson got him on the ground. He's back to the 50, but a Putnam Distributors penalty flag came in. We'll check that.
It could go either way. They might have got a horse collar on Wilson. It could be a holding on Kings Mountain, though. So, and it
holding against the Mountaineers, so we're going to give Wilson the sack. That's going to go in the books as a 5-yard loss for KJ Bell. And good start for this drive for for Burns as Wilson now gets a tackle for loss. And the sack.
Yeah, good job there, Nate Wilson. Get some pressure on Bell. From what I saw in the Shelby game last week, he got pressure. He wasn't quite as effective. So that's true for about any quarterback, I guess.
It looks like more like a loss of 6. So Branch comes in motion. He'll get the pop pass, slips a tackle, and then fights for yards, and he'll get about 2, but good job by the Burns defense, Davis and others. Another Putnam Distributors penalty flag comes in.
That's Towery and Markalen Camp there for the tackle. Let's see what the call on the field is. Nate Wilson almost had another tackle for loss. About had him in the backfield that play.
See if we got the call. It looks like it's going against Burns. You're talking to the Kings Mountain coaches. So they've got personal foul face mask against Burns, and that's a tough one. That's going to be a first down for Kings Mountain via the penalty. And that's the first Putnam Distributors penalty against Burns, but it hurts.
That's a backbreakers. A lot of times you grab the face mask and don't intend to. It's just happens. And it's unfortunately a 15-yard penalty.
So you had him behind the sticks, and now it's first down from the 32-yard line as Bell again. They've got an H-back and a running back to the right side as Dry. he gets through there for about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's Max Davis there on the tackle.
I'll tell you what, Dry is the bell cow, man. He gets the vast majority of the carries.
Yeah, they're going to run him 20 to 30 times tonight. You mark my word on that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give him 6 on that one. He's up to 46 yards rushing on 8 carries. Did as long as 19.
Really testing this Bulldog first front for sure.
So Burns there with 3 down linemen. Kings Mountain with double wide receivers left, double wide receivers right. Bell going to throw it. He's back. He's got all day. He's still got all day. Fires out into the sideline, but good coverage over there. Not much. Trying to see who caught it. Looked like 3 caught it. And he's close to a Falston Pharmacy first down. Let's see where they spot it. No, he does have it.
Yeah, I think he just got enough. A Towery.
So the ball, they're going to
put him out of bounds.
They're going to give it. They're going to give him 6 yards on that.
Anytime you have that much room to throw or time to throw, it can be problematic.
So that's his 2nd catch, and that's through a hole is Dry, and he's on his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
For a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. That's a 21-yard run.
We got a penalty flag coming in after the play.
Let's see what they got. See, I think the touchdown's going to stand.
It's going to stand. I saw them. They threw it well after the play was over, but he'll run right up the middle.
That hurts. So after you started with a sack, and then you got the face mask, and then you had run.
So offsetting personal foul penalties.
Okay, offsetting personal fouls. And those brought to you once again by Putnam Distributors. So on to go quick lube. On to go quick lube, extra point coming up. So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 play drive. And it took a little less than 2 minutes off the clock. Who's the field goal kicker there?
I think it's 12. I think that's Bell. I think it's a quarterback Bell.
Let's
12?
see. Yeah, 12. They listed. No, they got Vance Johnson. I think it's 13. So pretty sure that's Johnson.
Yeah,
yep.
I can see it now.
Yep. For the on-to-go quick lube extra point. Up. And it's been an adventure, but that one's good. 20-7 Kings Mountain. We'll be right back.
The 45-yard line now for Owen in Cherryville territory. 2nd and about 3, actually. Here they are in a tight formation. Okay, so now there's some question about where one of the receivers was lining up, but they hadn't gone set yet, so he just took off and got off the field. Another guy came on, and so now they're trying to set up in twins and making sure with the official that they're not offside. And that was a play right there. Number 4, Hayden Small, with a little reverse, and he is tackled for a loss right on the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the Ironman emblem on the field.
Yes, sir. That's going to bring them back. Good tackle there by the Ironman.
Yes, it was. And I didn't get it. I didn't get who did it. My fault, folks. I
want to say it was number 55. That's what it looked like.
That's Kerrigan. Yeah, Kerrigan. Maddox Kerrigan, who's also our long snapper.
Owen lining back up, 3rd and 7, 8:08 left in the first quarter. Back in the wing tee, quarterback down. Sends in motion. I think he got the Ironman to jump off sides.
Yep, and I think they were trying to do that.
Yep.
I believe that was their intent, and it worked. So that's
going to bring it. That is a Pete Fishbox penalty on the Ironman, their 2nd of the night. It's going to bring the Owen Warhorses to 3rd and 2 now at the 46 on Ironman side now. 2:50 left on the No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Ironman still up 7-0.
This is third and three. Third down. This is big right here, ladies and gentlemen. We need to stop by the defense.
Quarterback takes the snap. Oh, right side. He barely gets the medical center pharmacy first down right there.
Elijah Whitworth with the tackle. Elijah not only got the dreads like CD Lamb, but he's wearing number 88 right now.
He's wearing number 88 tonight. Ironman in their black jerseys tonight, which they were told they don't have a number 10, his usual number.
Right.
And the regular jerseys. Tonight is the blackout for the Ironman.
Yeah.
But good thing he did make that tackle because he could have picked it up for a lot more yards.
Yes, he was. Will worked with a great tackle in open field there. But it is a first down for Owen.
First and 10 for Owen. Line up, take the snap, fakes out with the option. Quarterback keeps it to the right. Big hit by number 6, J.J. McElhaney, after the quarterback did pick up some positive yards there.
McElhaney, a junior, 5'10", 160 pounds, and he delivered a below right there. Nice tackle.
That was a 3-yard gain for the Owen Warhorses. Good stop by McElhaney. Got him real low right there.
This Cherryville defense they are really getting better with every series. Absolutely. It seems like it really does. They are playing with some enthusiasm. They are playing with some discipline, and it's really interesting to see.
Quarterback sets him down, takes the snap, fake option, going out to the right. Quarterback keeps it up the middle to the right hash. That's going to be another positive gain, and that is also going to be a medical center pharmacy first down for the Owen Warhorses.
Yep, first and 10 now from the 28-yard line on the right hash. The Owen bench on the short side of the field. They seems like most of the plays have been on that right hash for this first half for some reason.
Absolutely. Owen breaks the huddle, lining up. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Still in the same formation. Wing T sends the receiver in motion. Quarterback keeps over the right side and is stuffed up by the Ironman. Looks like that may be about a 2-yard gain. Looks like that was number 1, Justin Harris, in on that tackle. And number 55,
Kerrigan
in on that tackle. Kerrigan very active here tonight.
Yeah, he's in that middle or in that linebacker position there. And of course, I talk about the right hash. Most high school offenses are right-handed.
Absolutely.
They run to the right, and when you got a option type style offense for Owen, then they're going to do the same thing.
Owen gives it up the middle, stops. Looks like it's going to be another positive gain. It was 2nd and 2. Like that's about a 3, maybe 4-yard gain on that.
Big play right here. It's going to be about 3rd and 6. And again, Owen on the 25, about 24-yard line of the Ironman. And Ironman need to come up with a big play right here. They need to stop this. They do not need to give a first down. Get a first down.
Owen lines up. Offense gets set. Running back in motion. Try to get the Ironman to jump off sides. Unsuccessful. Number 3, the quarterback goes out for instructions from the sideline. Lining back up. Sends the player in motion. Hands off up the middle. Number 7. Stuffed up once again by the Ironman. Good stop. Number 21 and number 11, Elijah Proctor, in on that tackle.
Good defense there by the Ironman. Going to bring up 4th and a long 4. And the ball is on the 23rd, 22nd yard line.
I would definitely expect them to hand it to number 7 again up here, right up the middle. It's going to bring up 4th and
quarter. And that was a 16-yard touchdown catch for the touchdown. So Eli Hamrick was a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. And I'll go back and try to figure out what happened on that penalty that was called previous to that touchdown pass. Carson Greer in for the Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. Good snap, holds down, kicks, got the distance, it's good. Crest 14, Shelby 7.
Sidelines medical personnel.
All right, while they check on him, we're going to take a quick break.
Highway 27 West and Highway.
So once he got lined up, he finally got his opportunity, and he gets Burns another first down. Their second of this drive. So Burns moving the football, and that is the sixth play of the drive. Davis back in there as Burns continues to move the football, 9:43 and counting. Man comes in motion, Wells, he'll get it. That's going to be a pass to the 10, to the 5, puts the head down, powers his way to the 2, gain of 8. So that's completed for a gain of 8. And first down, it would be second down and goal.
Burns is in business. Let's see if we can crank it across the end zone here. Got Max Davis back in the game. Let's see if they give it to him. See if they can run it down the middle here and get another touchdown here.
Who was that on that reception, Matt?
That was Wells.
That was Wells. That's right. Okay, so that's Wells. And it's going
That's
to be Davis through the middle and leads in.
Touchdown.
Numbers, bookkeeping, touchdown. Max Davis, second of the night.
Yeah, good job. Right up the middle. Broke that last tackle there at the end. Dove across the end zone. Touchdown number 2 on the night from Max Davis.
So the 2-yard TD finishes off a 61-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 22 seconds off the clock. So for the on-to-go quick lube extra point is Ryan Sisk. Good snap, good hold, and kick is
low,
not
but it's good.
A beautiful one, but good. 20-14 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 9 minutes left to go, second quarter. We'll be right back.
They tied it up, barely had enough time to catch their breath, shake each other's hands, and say good job before Lincoln Charter retook the lead. But it's one-score game. They can still manage this game, run the game the way they want to.
Handoff up the middle. Ponder hit, breaks a tackle, gets out across the 50-yard line. Nice run, power running by Ponder, just what you expect to see. And he goes 20 yards on that play. So, again, another chunk yardage. And it's just a basic play.
Yeah, I mean,
fullback dive.
Just that misdirection. They're trying, and Lincoln Charter, I think, is so preoccupied with not letting them get on the outside or try to get to the sidelines that they're and West Lincoln's doing what they can to try to spread them out a little bit, I think, too. And the Rebels are taking advantage of that. They're giving them enough gaps that Ponder's able to exploit them.
And I'm just as guilty as the defense because I was watching Avery on the.
David, I'm with you, man. We don't know where the ball's going. They're using that misdirection of the best of them.
Okay, this time we've got it. It's coming towards us.
And he's
wide open.
Wide open.
Long run. TJ Stratford breaks the tackle. And is brought down to the 2-yard line. Just brought down. Shoestring tackle by Justin Hudgens.
That's his 6th tackle of the night that I've got. That's unofficial, but based on what I'm seeing, he is involved in almost every play, and he just saved 6. At least for now.
So the first and goal from the 3-yard line after the 45-yard run by T.J. Stratford, and my goodness, what a hole that was.
91 yards last week with a rushing touchdown. And give him and Ponder together, a little thunder and lightning. That's a great combination if you're the Rebels.
He's already up to 86 yards on just 4 carries.
He's 5 yards shy of his running of total last week.
Ponder straight up the middle, follows his blockers, and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, West Lincoln. Another Kiever Pharmacy touchdown for the Rebels.
That's his hat trick. That's the 3rd touchdown of the night for Gray Ponder. Stratford's probably going to have to go to Coach Ponder and be like, hey, look, you see all the work I did? Let me get in the end zone here. I think he's happy. They're just to have a chance to tie it up
They'll
again.
take that.
Yeah,
that's exactly
definitely.
right. So they will go for 2. As we said, the kicking game is a bit suspect at the moment. So 2 in the backfield, 2 wings. And they'll just hand off to.
Oh, he dropped it. Fumble.
Fumble. It can get returned.
Oh, they called it. They blew it dead. And
I thought you could return a fumble. I thought they could go 2 points the other way. Maybe that's college and pros.
Yeah.
But anyway, the James River equipment conversion is no good. So, God, we still have 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go. We've only played a minute and 49 of this quarter.
I have a feeling we're going to be the late game of the night, David.
Yeah, they'll be saying, okay, guys, wrap it up,
Yeah.
so we can do the post game.
Yeah.
So the score on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Lincoln Charter 21, West Lincoln 20. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting.
It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the high-flying All-American Frisbee. The Great Outdoors, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's, online at teamgreatoutdoors.com, and like.
Every snap except for the one fumble.
Well, we had the fumble, and they turned it right back
Both
over,
ways, yeah.
and then they turned around and scored. So, so here we go. We've got Barry back, number 2. The quarterback takes a snap, and he fakes the handoff, and he rolls around and throws it out to number. I couldn't tell you what that number is for nothing, Coach. It's too dark over there. Is that number 1 or number 2? No, it's not number 2. Has to be number 1 for North Henderson.
I think it's 3.
3, Boston Shepherd. He's a wide receiver, so it sure very well could be. It was completed, but it was for no gain. He was actually behind the line of scrimmage, and so that's going to bring up a second down at the 30, just barely over the 30-yard line. I don't.
Another touchdown, a pass play for Crest. Michael Edwards was responsible for that. And a good job by the defense has led to Crest being back on offense and back in Shelby territory immediately as they start 1st and 10, of course. And on the snap of the ball, we have got a flag on the play.
Penalty on the Chargers.
5-yard penalty it is. That's a CSI mechanical penalty flag. Shelby's family-owned full-service heating, air conditioning, and also commercial refrigeration business. From the 48 now after the penalty. Gamble got it, then he throws it back to the QB going deep downfield. Michael Edwards. He couldn't quite pull it in tight coverage at the 5-yard line, incomplete.
What a job by Hammer to get the ball out on the field because he was under a lot of pressure. His helmet did get knocked off there. He was up talking a little bit. Probably may have to come out for a play here because he lost his helmet. Let's see.
Yeah, there was a little bit of jawing going on there. Shelby defender very pleased that he stopped Edwards, who we've seen, and we saw him. You remember that Burns game. He went up in the air with 3 defenders around him, and he came down with the pass inside, the 5-yard line last week. He's certainly just a tremendous athlete, and he can go up high. It'll be 2nd down and 15 now after the incomplete pass, and we've got Shelby jumping off sides. Were they drawn, or was it on them?
How about C.J. Bradley coming in, giving a hard count, checking in at quarterback, gets him to jump for a play, and now he heads off the field and Eli Hammock will come back on. Good job, CJ.
Good eyes to see all that and explain it to us, Rob. You're right. And the 5-yard penalty is going to help Crest to go back inside the 45, so the ball right back to the original starting position of this offensive series, right around the 43-yard line. Second down for the Chargers, 2nd and 10. Here's Gamble on a carry. He tries to cut the corner, remains in the hash marks. Very short gain to the 42. We always love coming over to Shelby High School. They take good care of us. We've got our own booth with a closed door. We're all on our own here. The only thing missing over the years, I always like to explain it just to let you know that there is no open windows to us, and circumstances don't always allow us to be able to have that crowd, Mike. We love to have that energy from the crowd, but we're not able to do it in our situation tonight. So just in case you hear that and notice it missing as well. Hammock rolling out of the pocket. He's got a man wide open, far side of the field. Goes out at the 28-yard line. However, there's a flag at the end of that play.
14-6, North Gaston leads Stuart Kramer.
We appreciate that update. Again, teams in Crest Conference this season. Of course, Crest now a 5A team with this new 8 divisions in North Carolina high school football. This is a long discussion by the officials on the latest CSI mechanical penalty flag. Tim Foster, this penalty is being talked about quite a bit by our officials. And what's going on down there along the Crest sideline as we get a Cleveland Community College sideline update. That was a personal foul that time against Crest. Tim, what's going on down there along the Crest sideline? All right, we're not able to connect with him at the moment. Our apologies. A reminder, though, as we're talking about Cleveland Community College, remember, you can gain valuable skills in 10 weeks or less. What a great opportunity to get in and out of the classroom and to come away with so much in a 10-week period. That's what they're doing at Cleveland Community College, responsible for our sideline updates. Well, Rob, after that big reception, which would have been good for a first down, sadly the penalty is going to take that away from the Crest Chargers.
And once again, a whole lot of hurry up and wait with these officials. They are taking their time in between plays.
Penalties are mounting up in this one tonight. Nothing like what we saw in week number 1. So that takes the ball back to the 43-yard line instead of it being at the Shelby at least 30-yard line on that pass completion a moment ago. 3rd down and 9. A fake to Gamble. Here comes the pressure. Screen pass is caught by Gamble. Breaks away from a tackle. He's to the Shelby 39. However, back at midfield, there is another penalty flag.
You just, those kinds of, you want the screen to develop, you just want to, you just get in the way. You don't want to hold on to them.
Another CSI mechanical penalty flag. Want to remind you, when we have touchdowns, they're presented in the first half by Wolfman Woods Disc Golf Club. Over in the Lattimore area, grab your disc, bring your friends, and meet in the woods. 2 different 18-hole courses at Wolfman Woods. The ball now at the 40-yard line, but it's still going to be 4th down for the Chargers. The offense is going to remain on the field. 4th and 7. And no, it's Hamrick's just going to punt this one away. That was the plan, and this one will go out. It'll be marked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So Shelby will go back on offense. And Rob, Shelby with an opportunity to try to tie this game before the half because there's still plenty of time on the clock, 6:29.
Yeah, got to continue to get that pressure on the offensive backfield of the Golden Lions.
As you hear different businesses' names and their commercials, remember these great sponsors. They help to make high school football and high school sports possible on KTC, from our radio broadcast to the always internet streaming. Certainly support these area businesses. A fake to the running back. Here's a pass. Interception at the 27-yard line. Inside the 20, inside the 15, all the way down to at least the 10-yard line. And the Charger defense pulls off an interception. So a good job eyeing Farmer. Tim Foster along the Crest sidelines. What did you just witness right there? We've got a flag at the end of that play. We're not getting the reception on the sidelines right now, so we'll try to get that fixed. We love the opportunity to have our extra set of eyes down there with Tim. Tim, are you able to hear us?
It's a little wild down here. Crest Faithful not happy with constant penalties being thrown on the Chargers, Paul. That's 4 out of the last 5 plays. We've seen penalties, but Crest, great job on the interception. Now, with this 14-7 lead, Paul, can they get in the red zone? Can they get in the end zone and extend this lead? Sorry about that, guys, as we send it back up to you.
That's okay. We're glad we finally got you reconnected with our latest Cleveland Community College sideline report, Tim, there. But the good news, Crest back in Shelby territory and a flag in the Shelby backfield. What's going to be the latest CSI mechanical penalty flag? What is the official seeing? The one that was standing at the 5-yard line, well behind all the action, but at least this time, Rob.
Illegal participation against the Golden Lions.
Yep. The latest CSI mechanical penalty flag will be against Shelby. So far in this first half, there has been 2, maybe 3 penalty flags, Rob, after Crest has done something big. Apparently, these guys don't need to jump up and down and celebrate in any way because those flags are coming out quick.
Yeah, the officials are really calling that, trying to keep everybody's emotions in check, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, just they don't want things to get out of hand, I guess, and they're quick to do it. Quarterback keeper by Hamrick. Hamrick getting behind a blocker. Hamrick inside the 15 to the Shelby 12-yard line. I tell you what, Eli Hamrick, he's already been in the end zone tonight. As a matter of fact, a 49-yard touchdown run by the QB of Crest. Crest is leading 14-7 with 6:12 to go, clock ticking in the first half.
Anybody remembers that 94 championship team of the Chargers? Remember what kind of running quarterback his daddy was back there, Ryan Hamrick.
Oh, yeah, we called a lot of the games, including Ryan back in the day. Here's a handoff, and it's Michael Thompson out of the backfield. And this young man is going to go inside the 10 to at least the 8-yard line of the Golden Lions. Michael is also got a Crest touchdown earlier in this game on a pass that was thrown by Hamrick. Stuart Kramer now 20 and North Gaston 6 late in the first half of play there. Lining up in a tight formation here. Now they're going to back away. Let's see, is this the heavy package? Under center is Hamrick. And all kind of blocking in front of him, but you got to give that Shelby defense credit. Michael Edwards, the ball carrier, brought down quickly, no gain.
Give Shelby credit there. When Crest has used that motion a lot in their scrimmages and in that game against Burns, a lot of times you get teams to jump off sides.
Yeah.
And good job there by Shelby to stay at home.
Third down and 5 for the Chargers. Again, in this tight formation, only one wide receiver set up at all. Quarterback under center. And they were trying to get Shelby to jump, and instead, Greg Lloyd and the Crest players are going to decide to burn a timeout. We'll take it to Crest 14, Shelby 7. You're listening to KTCBroadcasting.com.
Big game, big appetite. Swing by Meat Pablito for the ultimate.
tied with North Henderson. RS Central is. We want to also thank Tri-City Outdoor Power and Tri-City Tire for Friday night football here. And we also want to thank all of our sponsors. You'll hear from every one of them here tonight. But we're
right now we're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and talk about the first half of the game.
At the Shelby 9-yard line. Crest trying to extend their 14-7 lead. Quarterback will pass it to Edwards. Can Edwards make a move and get out of away from the defenders? He's trying his best, but instead Crest will lose yards on this play, about 5 yards in all, back to the 14-yard line. The screen pass just was not set up for Edwards to find a gap that time.
It looks like they're going to bring Carson Greer out to attempt this field goal.
They certainly are, and that means we will make this a Cleveland Community College sideline report as we go down to Tim.
Okay, Paul, Carson Greer from about 30 yards to try to extend this 7-point Crest lead. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. Wait a minute, Paul. Hold on. We got another penalty over here on the sideline. But so before we try to do a scoreboard update, we're going to have to see what this penalty, I think this may be on the Chargers again. So, Paul, I'm going to send it back up to you here for a second while we figure this out.
On a field goal.
You're right, Rob. That's a CSI mechanical penalty flag, which is a killer. And this is just going to make this attempt even longer. We're now going to be talking about a 36 or 7 yard. Okay, Tim, back to you.
Now it's a 35-yard attempt for Carson Greer. Kick is up, and this one is no good. So the penalty, again, hurts the Chargers, providing electrical services and contracting across the region. On the Fountain Electric scoreboard, it's still Crest 14, Shelby 7. This is KTCBroadcasting.com.
You guys having a party too? Yeah, just having some friends over for the game.
Lead of the night. They did lead 7-0 last.
Lights Jewelry scoreboard, 20-14, Kings Mountain over Burns, but Burns with an Armani Littlejohn's fumble recovery stops a Kings Mountain drive deep inside Burns territory. And now Burns has it at their own 35-yard line, 2nd down and 7. So coming up to the line for the third play of the drive, Dixon in the shotgun, man on his hip, has the football, looking, has time now, flush to his right, running to the sideline, fires, and it's intercepted. And it's intercepted over there. Not sure who got it, but that unfortunately for Burns, they turn it right back over.
That was 11. That was Christian Jarrett. For Kings Mountain on interception.
So the interception turns the ball back over to Kings Mountain with 2:32 left to go in the second quarter. And that's just a tough break as Burns had a lot of momentum after that, but now another sudden change. And Kings Mountain takes over deep in plus territory. They'll take it at the plus 30-yard line.
Yeah, Dixon had a guy over there, was flushed right, and shot a bullet over there, but credit Jarrett for stepping in front of that throw.
So Kings Mountain with a 6-point lead and the ball after that. After the teams basically trade turnovers. A Kings Mountain fumble followed by a Burns interception, and now they're arguing about the football.
I think they're trying to swap footballs out or something.
Yeah, I think each team provides their football on offense.
Yep. So, like I say, 2 minutes, 32 seconds left. Right Chivalry scoreboard in this first half. Let's see if the Bulldog defense can stop Kings Mountain here.
All right, so in the shotgun, Bell. And it's been dry on his hip. He'll probably get the football here. There he goes up the middle. Burns stacks him up. He falls forward. He falls to the 30, a 30 or 29-yard line and give him 4 yards.
That's Centavius Osborne on the tackle, the freshman, who's going to be a stud here at Burns for the next 3 years.
So second down, so 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Bell has it. Legal motion again. Flag comes in, I hope, as Vaughn has it over there on the left side. Was there not a flag?
I didn't see it, but I'm like you.
Surely there was a flag. I guess here comes the line judge. I mean, it looks like Canadian football out there. Let's see, we got illegal shift. There it is, yeah.
I didn't see the penalty flag.
No, that's another Putnam Distributors penalty, but, I mean, it's every play, man. That back on the right side, might be Dry is leaving early.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do that. That backs them up 5.
Yeah, we've seen games through the years that it seemed like every single play the back done that, and they let them get away with it.
Yep. So that's going to make it second down and call it 11 or 12 yards to go. And now Kings Mountain trying to get the personnel on the field, 17 on the play clock.
Yeah.
Kings Mountain, the play coming in a little late. They might have, no, they're going to get lined up. 10 seconds left. So double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Bell in the gun, he has it, and Dry's going to take it, and he's going to be struck out.
That's Osborne.
Osborne again knocks him down for no gain.
Dry couldn't get away from him. Osborne came and got him from behind. Big-time tackle there, Centavius Osborne. They call him Sin.
But it's nice to see them forcing him laterally. Force him laterally, let the pursuit get there, put him down. No gain, ball still at the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 12. So big play here for Burns. As this is probably Kings Mountain going to take 2 cracks at it if they don't get it here. Bell in the gun, claps the hands, has the football, has time, look, throws, deep pass, man is out there. Is it intercepted? It's intercepted! So Burns comes up with an interception. Who got it?
That is 13. That's Justin Porter.
So Porter, JP, Justin Porter, the senior, gets himself a pick. And I tell you what, if you need some clothing, he has his own store online, so you can check that out too. So, but an interception, great job by Porter. And again, another Kings Mountain turnover ends a drive.
I tell you, that was not an easy ball to catch. Over his shoulder like that. Great coverage on the play. Bell thought he had it in the basket. Porter said otherwise. Burns gets the ball back. Great job there.
Don't tell me, was he not in the end zone? They're going to mark this ball all the way at the 1-yard line.
What?
I thought he was in the end zone.
I did too.
Oh, you kidding me?
Well, we'll take it, but Burns is backed up on their own 1-yard line.
So on their own 1 with 1:11 left to go. I mean, I thought Porter was clearly in the end zone. How is he on the 1-yard line? I guess they say he carried it in. He ran backwards into the end zone. I don't know.
So Burns is probably going to have to play some power football here. Let's see.
Okay,
this could be dangerous.
Dixon up under center.
My little
and
quarterback
let's see if we
sneak
get us
maybe.
a little push, and we do. That's exactly what we do, and Dixon does get a good push. And let's see where they spot it. Linesman comes in up to the 4-yard line, so 3-yard carry by Dixon. And I tell you what, that's useful to give him a little breathing room.
Absolutely. That's dangerous right down on your 1-yard line. Hey, the success of the QB sneaks by Dixon, I don't know if – I'm not so sure I wouldn't run that again.
So I don't know if Kings Mountain's going to let this clock run. I think they've used 2 timeouts.
It looks like both teams are going to content on this going into halftime. Burns is not in a rush here.
So now back in the shotgun goes Dixon. Got to say, this is probably going to be a safe running play.
Be safer, guys.
And there goes the ball into the end zone.
Get rid of it.
And Dixon's got to throw it, and it's intercepted, and it's going to be a Kings Mountain touchdown. Oh, I would have liked to see him kneel on the ball there. Intercepted, and I tell you what, Dixon's just trying to do everything he can to get rid of the football. Wasn't sure who got that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Tough play. Tough play. You got the INT.
So that is going to be a pick 6. And right before halftime, that puts the Mountaineers up 26-14. Tough break for Burns. I mean, Dixon is trying to do everything he can to try to throw that ball away, and just wish he could have thrown it into the cheerleaders there. Unfortunately, not able to throw it far enough to throw it away as he was under a little duress. On the go, quick lube, extra point, up and good. So after that numbers bookkeeping touchdown, Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14 on the Wrights Jewelry Scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
That was impressive, to say the least. And we just witnessed right there a Wolfman Woods Golf Club, I should say, touchdown. Tim, let's send it down to you for a Cleveland Community College update.
Great play there by Thompson on the touchdown, 20-7. Here's Greer with the extra point. And it is up, and it is good. Kickstart your vehicle's health with Fountain Electrics. Fountain Auto on the Fountain Electric scoreboard. It's now Crest 21, Shelby 7. This is KTCBroadcasting.com.
Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and
Swan, that's Charles D. Owen. Yeah,
that's a much bigger school.
I think they're 5A. Yes, they're a 5A school.
Good job,
Swan.
Cherryville.
Yeah, absolutely. The home Owen Warhorses. That's Brad Doherty and Brad Johnson's high school alma mater.
Handoff over the right side, not much there. Maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's about it. So let's take look at a few others. Kramer leads North Gaston 20-6. Forest View over East Gaston 6-0. Ashbrook leads Berry Academy 20-6. Newton Conover leads Polk County 21-0.
What a team they have with them beating Alexander Central last week.
That is going to be a wicked league. East Lincoln, Hickory, Bunker Hill, Maiden. There's not the only team in that conference that might be considered weak. West Iredell and Fred T. Ford, and Ford leads Eastburg 7-0. They snapped their losing streak last year. Handoff to Ponder. He goes up the middle, gets across a 30. So that will be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Rebels. Let's see, we got a couple more here. Oh, goodness. Hickory beating Alexander Central senseless.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Red Zone Radio Show. I'm Kevin Hastings. We've got Dennis Davis in the house, Zach Mayu, Andre Bush. We're pulling in all the scores from all the areas, trying to get them in. We got a few blanks on it. I know I got a duplicate. I'm going to fix that. Don't call in, text in. But we do got some zeros on the board, still trying to find scores for those scores or those games. Got a few. Highland Tech are missing, Bessemer City, High Brighton, the Statesville games, and more. But until then, I'm going to let Dennis and Andre read some scores real quick for the next minute. Go ahead, Dennis.
All right, what we've got right now is we have Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14. Over at Crest, they are 21-7 over Shelby at this point. We've got, what is that, North Gaston and RS Central. Yeah, North Gaston, RS Central. It's at an angle. I can't see who that is.
North Gaston, RS Central.
Okay, that's 28-28. We've got Owen playing Cherryville. Andre, I'm going to let you give that score.
The Ironmen are leading.
Oh, wait a minute.
Repeat that.
This would be two. This would be two in a row, Andre.
They are leading 21-14.
How long since you have been able to say that?
It's been a while, Dennis. It may have been a little drought.
Well, don't take it for granted right now, but the game's not over. Okay, we've got North Lincoln Charter Eagles playing the West Lincoln Rebels. And right now, Terry Reinhardt's leading 26-21 with the West Lincoln Rebels. And we've got Bessemer City and Hunter Huss, and it's tied at 0-0 according to what we've got at this point. Andre, take that middle column if you would.
All right, got Stuart Kramer, 20, North Gaston, 6. Got Forest View Jaguars lead the East Gaston Warriors 6-0. Ashbrook Green Wave leading Berry Academy Cardinals 20-7. Newton Conover Red Devils leading Polk County 21 to nothing. And we have no score on East Rutherford and Blacksburg and Highland and Buford.
Be interesting to see if East Rutherford can handle that Blacksburg crowd. All right, in the last column over there, we've got East Lincoln Mustangs 14 and the Providence Panthers 6. We've got the Lincoln County Wolves. Yes, that's correct. The Lincoln County Wolves 21, the North Lincoln Knights 6. Who knew? All right, we've got Alexander Central 0 and Hickory 42. Is it halftime yet? We've got Eastburg 0 and Fred T. Ford 7. We've got Maiden, the Blue Devils, got 6, but the AC Reynolds Rockets have got 13. We've got the Greenville Hurricanes 27, the Thomas Jefferson Griffons 0 at this point. Take that lower left column there.
St. Stephen's Indians 7, Bunker Hill Bears 0. Freedom Patriots 41, Drone Wildcats 0. West Caldwell Warriors 14, Avery County 8. South Davidson 35, Bonnie Cone 0. And Mountain Heritage 14 and Irwin 7. And no score on the South Caldwell and Highbright.
All right, we've got no score in the Statesville West Met game. We've got no score in the North Iredale and West Iredale game. We do have a score in Hendersonville. They're beating West Henderson 12 to nothing. Mitchell and McDowell, we don't have a score on yet. East Surrey and Statesville, we don't have a score on. And we do have a score on Tuscola and Cherokee at 14 all.
All right, we got West Stanley Colts 7, North Stanley Comet 7, Salisbury Hornets 34, North Rowan Cavaliers 28, Butler Bulldogs 0, Corvin 0, Christ the King Crusaders 7, South Lake Christian Eagles 0, South Rowan Red Raiders 21, Langtree Prep Lions 20, and no score on the Piedmont Panthers and South Stanley Rowdy Rebel.
And Kevin just gave us an update on the Christ the King Crusaders 27 to nothing over South Lake Christian Eagles. And another update, Andre, is on the South Rowan Red Raiders over Langtree Prep 28-20. And there you have it. So we got some interesting games tonight and some things that you wouldn't expect as far as scores are coming in tonight. Speaking of unexpected things, look over there. That's Will Boykins. He's been busy putting Chevrolets in driveways all day, and then he shows up over here tonight to put some scores on the board. I'll tell you what, that East Rutherford team is going to be tough this year. They played Asheville right down to the wire last week, Andre, and they lost. But they went down to Blacksburg tonight, and they're ahead 26-6. So watch out for that team. They're going to be trouble when they get into conference play.
They ended up with a weird schedule this year once everything got mixed up. All their competitive games are actual away games this year for the most part.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of home games and a couple of games that just didn't fit right in their schedule and where they wanted. They're playing one team next week, I think, or this week, CPLA, CFPLC, whatever it is. That's not really much of a football program. So they're going to do that next week. And then, like I talked to Coach, I'm like, he's like, y'all got that many games? He was like, dude, your games aren't that good. Because we need them at the home games because we've got to have the internet.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to explain. I was like, our really, really good ones are on
Well, Terry Reinhardt's may be happy about that, but hey, he's not happy about the Dallas Cowboys this week. Who would have thunk it? Hey, it wasn't Micah Parsons that Dallas needed to get rid of. It was Jerry Jones. Yep.
Let's see. Trying to find some other schools at North Iredell. North Iredell is playing West Iredell. I thought West Iredell was in our conference. Western Foothills. West Iredell's on 4. Let's see if I can get this school. Western. Where are the Iredells at on my scoring sheet? It's not been recorded, so no wonder I haven't come across it.
Yeah, who made up that list anyway?
They're there, but Max Pitts, nobody's updated that. Nobody's updated
Yeah.
Highland Tech and Buford. Nobody's updated. End up moving around a little bit. Nothing on McDowell benches still. Let's try that Highland Tech. I do like that. So, for folks listening at home, we're going to send you out back to the fields here just a little bit. We're going to do some highlights.
Yeah.
Where they were all the way down in Buford, South Carolina. All right, Dennis, what's going on at Crest Shelby game? Crest up 21-7. How'd they get there?
Well, Crest didn't start off too well. They turned it over. Shelby scored a touchdown and was ahead 7-0. That's still the score that remains for Shelby. Then Crest came back, and with Hambrick running tonight as well as passing, they were able to get a 14-7 lead fairly quickly. And then there at the end, before the half was over, they I think threw one to Michael Edwards, who is a tremendous receiver, one of those kind of guys that can go up in a crowd and bring it down. Anyway, the long story short, there is going to be about 21-7 at halftime. I'm sure they're not happy. Seemed, Kevin, this game has been plagued with turnover and penalties on both sides, if you will. The referees are taking it real slow. I don't know if because it's a rivalry game, they're trying to be cautious and keep everything from getting out of control or not, but they're calling penalties on seemed like almost every play there, according to the folks we were listening to. So whether you're listening to Brent and Jeff on the Shelby side, or you're over there listening to Rob and Paul on the Crest side, you're maybe getting a different story on how those penalties are coming out. But they have been numerous, and they have been critical. And Crest went for a field goal at the end. They kicked the 30-yarder. It was good. Oh, wait a minute. There's a penalty flag, and they had to back up and kick from the 38-yard, and it didn't make it. So it remains 21-7 at this time.
I'm not going to write that down. I do know that I do have stakes for the two things on there. Just a little bit when I get some time. Got to listen to East Southern. We got some other teams. Probably should have come forward like Lake Orange Charter instead. They're playing one of our conference teams, East Southern. Why do I have them? Quick. They're they were Star Mountain. So East Surrey is down 6-15 to the Star Mountain. At our school. All right, guys. How about let's do some.
Yeah. And for you folks on the radio, turn on the computer. You can't see the highlights on the radio. Hey. All right.
All right, remember tonight's Player of the Week and Big Hit of the Week is brought to you by AG Heating and Air Service. 704-748-3463. All right, let's start off. You want some sound?
Sure. Let's hear those pads pop.
All right, folks. We're going to start off with some highlights. How about this is the first score? Yeah, all right, I got a bunch of volume, so we're going to have to find this.
And that would be a Shelby touchdown.
All right, hold on. There we go. So I've got sound coming from somewhere. I forgot to shut up. But the folks at home can't hear it. Let's see. Yeah, they do. So, folks, I'm trying to find. Dennis, we got a broadcast somewhere going while I was talking. A lot of sound stuff, guys. I'm gonna find it for you. There's Shelby's first score. There we go. It's the Lincoln County folks were bothering you guys that whole time. I'm so sorry about that, guys. All right, we got the Lincoln County guys to be quiet. So now let's get back over to the highlights where I was trying to do. How about this? Jalen Tate.
He's in, and it's good.
With the touchdown for
yeah, extra point will be good and put Shelby ahead 7-0 early in the game.
How about Lincoln Charter taking a 7-0 lead against the West Lincoln Rebels? Braden Walden, number 7, is going to score. So I guess the quarterback's going to keep this himself. Maybe we'll see, or he might have threw it. I'm not sure. Who's tweeting out at West Lincoln? Jock's tweeting out at West Lincoln. Got a good shot there. Oh, he's going to keep it up the middle.
Yep.
For the score.
And he's in. I tell you what, for a team playing its first year of varsity football, they're doing very well. Straight up the middle. He's in. Oh, we're back on the scoreboard here. We'll run those scores for you one more time over at the Burns game. It's Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14. It's Crest 21 and Shelby 7. And we've got North Henderson and RS Central 28-28. We've got Owen 14 and Cherryville 21. Andre, are you a believer yet?
Believer from last week.
Okay. All right. Lincoln Charter 21, West Lincoln 34. And we don't have a score yet on the Huss and Bessemer City game. Andre, take that middle column for us.
All right. We got Stuart Kramer 20, North Gaston 6, East Gaston 0, Forest View 6. No score on the Highland and Beaufort, South Carolina. Ashbrook Green Wave 20, Berry Academy Cardinals 7, East Rutherford Cavaliers 26, Blacksburg Wildcats 6, Newton Conover Red Devils 35, Polk County 0.
All right, let me try this again. Now we'll do some more highlights. Had to fix something.
All right.
For JP. All right, let's get back to. Here we go. All right, that was the first score. This is West Lincoln making it 7-6 from 18 yards out. Number 5. Up the middle.
And in the end zone.
Little misdirection. I didn't see that one coming, did they, Andre?
Oh, he used to split that
inside drive
right
there.
up.
That was a nice little trap.
That looked like you, Andre. Right up the middle.
It could have been.
King David with the touchdown catch here for Lincoln Charter. Awful nice of the Rebels band to play them off of there for give them a little music. How about Crest tied at 7-7 against Shelby? This is a touchdown by Eli Hamrick from 41 yards out.
The quarterback can run down there, Andre. He can throw it. He can run it.
He got a nice long stride to him there.
That's why the University of Virginia is expecting him to come
Brandon
in next year.
Agee, our Lincoln County Player of the Week last year, fumbles and it recovered by Thompson here. R.G. Lynch for a score. This made it 14-6. Some of these are a little reverse order. And that's Lincoln. Lincoln making it 14-6. Lynch.
And a little bit of a surprise in that score, Kevin.
How about Ponder with a touchdown? Gray Ponder. That tied at 14 all. West Lincoln and Lincoln Charter. Lincoln Charter takes 21-14 lead on this play. Looks about 49, 46 yards, 45, 46. Little screen pass out to the right.
Oh, good run.
And Jeremiah Benton off to the races. All right, Dennis, next up, here's Burns and Kings Mountain. This is the Bulldogs hitting the extra point. Gray Ponder with another touchdown. This cut the lead 21-20. And then West Lincoln. TJ Stratford makes it 26-21 over the Lincoln.
Yeah, high stepping into the end zone.
Charter Eagles. How about Crest with a 21-7 lead on this play? Namaje Thompson, little wide receiver screen, breaks one tackle. Good block. Gets hit pretty hard as he crosses the goal line, but gets in the end zone.
You hadn't seen this guy, Andre. He is slippery.
I'm more focused on that blocking he got in front of him. It's easy to do that when you got man on man.
There's the same play. How about I got that one retweeted. That one was retweeted. Some of these were sent out. Hey, we got an upside down touchdown. This is from the Southern Hemisphere, Dennis.
Yep.
We got this video in Argentina.
Just do a handstand and it'll be okay.
Listen, watch it be like the best video of the night. We're going to have to turn it over. I don't know what happened, but he scored there. That made it 27-14 with 45 seconds to go in the half. Brandon Agee with a touchdown right here. Interception from North Lincoln, but flag on the play. Nice little play. Right in front of our cameraman. I'm glad when they run right to our cameraman. All right, halftime, West Lincoln up 34-21. This was the score that made that happen. Gray Ponder with the touchdown. All right, Dennis, there we go with the scores. We're going to send it back out to the field here in just a few minutes. Any surprises or thoughts that you got right now on everything?
Looking at that Hickory and Alexander Central score, Hickory is, after losing to South Point last week, this is their get it right game, if you will, and they come out with a chip on their shoulder, and they're showing that it's 42-0. They will have a running clock in the second half.
We've got an update at Bessemer City. I'm retweeting all that. We're just gonna roll through the highlights here. They're playing Hunter Huss tonight, and I'm interested to see. I haven't looked at the scores. I haven't cheated. I'm interested to see what it's about to say. Halftime. Hunter Huss leads 27-6. I thought it was gonna be a little bit closer. Hopefully.
Well,
maybe not.
Mama said it'd be nice.
Not
like
this
that, Kevin.
year. Not this year. Let's see. 27-6. Huskies lead. We'll update that on the scoreboard for you. All right, folks, we'll go through the highlights for you. How about that? We'll show you the highlights from this game. O'Brien Hatton taking care of us tonight for the scoring for the Yellow Jackets. We'll go out to the entrance.
Certainly got a neat little entrance there, Kevin.
I don't know what they're doing. Cheerleaders, they're going to pitch in. Oh, we're just going to walk in all quiet and then get handled 27-6. Good job, guys.
Don't let them know we're here.
Good job, guys. Like, what are we doing here? Nah, y'all are cool. Here we go. O'Brien Lockhart, 12-yard touchdown. This made it 7-0 Huss. And this is one of those weird matchups that I don't know why they're playing each other, but other than location, because they're just 10 minutes from each other, the schools basically.
Cuts down on travel costs, Kevin.
It did. They saved all kinds of gas money with this. Lockhart, 28-yard touchdown, no good. Extra point made it 13-0.
And Kevin, with these new conferences and the schedules and everything, it's hard to fill up all those 10 games.
Well, Dennis, when I was there, we played Kings Mountain and Charlotte Catholic at a conference at Bessemer. How do you think we did in those games?
Well, do you still have the bruises?
So, I mean, that's who we had to play. Or I had to go out there and play. But, yes, I still got the bruises. That arm right there won't lift up. Lockhart with a 43-yard punt return touchdown made it 20-0 right here for Hunter Huss going the other way. Let's see. We got a big hit. Let's see. Other side of the field, but it might be our big hit of the night. Nice shot there on 2nd 10. Don't got a number for that truck. Maybe get it later. Walt McCoy, 19-yard touchdown catch for the Yellow Jackets. This cut at 20-6.
Oh, yeah. Nice little pitch and toss there.
Dennis, I got a question.
Yeah.
I go to these JV games watching my nephew. How come, the band, we can't get them out there? It's practice night. Might as well go out there and practice without their, And here's what's funny. I've been to 2 games.
Yeah.
And in both games, the band is practicing on the field next to the field that we're all sitting and watching football at.
You can hear them, but you can't see them.
Correct. They were playing, but they were playing at inopportune times of last night and at different times when they should have been if they were in the field. But they're just like right across the street practicing when they could just be there. Okay, never mind. We got a new big hit of the night, boys.
Oh, Kevin, back that one up. That's a good hit right there. Watch this.
Yeah, we got the new big
Watch
hit.
Watch this hit. Boom.
Flag.
Yeah, you got to call fair catch. We got targeting. We got helmet to helmet. We got hold. We got everything. I throw the flag on everything. There's nothing that was legal about everything about this play.
That's why we're showing it.
Zach, here's your AG big hit of the night. This is Bessemer City Huss.
But what's the hit? Boom.
Got to find us a fair catch sign.
Unless somebody just tell me, just move out the
way. Yeah, he could have let it draw.
You don't have to feel.
Here's interception from Huss. Ball floated in the air quite a bit. Got it picked off. Mackin's 50-yard touchdown catch. This made it 27-6 with 16 seconds left to go in the first half. Little hitch, poor tackling by the Yellow Jackets. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys ran by, and he gone. Jackets aren't going to start 2-0, but they will start 1-1. So there's your highlights there. We're going to send it back out to the Crest Shelby game for just a little bit, folks, and we'll get to keep the scores updated. We'll be back in just a little bit for some more highlights before the show's over here on the What's Up Shopper Prep Football Red Zone Radio channel here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
And, of course, both teams pointing to their advantage, but we might get a measurement here. I don't think he got the greatest of spots.
He definitely didn't get a very good spot.
And we're going to get an official's timeout for a measurement.
I think he's going to be short because that's not a very good spot. He got up in there and he twisted to his left, and I thought he kind of bounced all the way to the 35, but they've got it spotted outside the 36. They got to get to the 36. I'm going to be very surprised if they got this first down, Brent.
Yeah, me too. And, it was just beef against beef. And, sometimes you like that, but it's other times that's a lot of bodies in there to get that yard. And so we'll see. We're going to get a measurement here, and it's about as close as it can get from my eye. The line of sight I have is going to be really, really close. Didn't get it. Did not get it. Tate is short, and the Shelby gamble does not pay off, and it's another 3 and out. And that was a tough one because it, like you said, Jeff, it looked like he got it, but that spot was not friendly at all.
And again, it might have been the perfect spot because it's over on the crest side of the pile. But and with Shelby announcers, we thought he got it. So here Crest is again now back on their 36.5-yard line, and all the momentum.
1st and 10. And it'll be Hamrick handing off to Gamble. And good. He's stuffed. He's stuffed for maybe no gain. Maybe a loss even.
Yeah, it should be a loss.
And what happens is Hamrick's a good enough runner, and sometimes he'll hand that off, sometimes he'll pull it and run, and you got to respect both. And that time Shelby guessed right, and it's a 2-yard loss for Gamble. So good, really nice penetration there by the D. Be 2nd down and 12. For the Chargers, they're back at their own 34 now after the 2-yard loss. 8:06 clock running, 21-7 Crest lead. 3rd quarter, and Shelby kind of with the safety blitz. Hamrick gets away from it, throws it, and it bounces to Thompson. Thompson says he caught it.
I thought he did, but the official that's right there beside him said he didn't. And, quick pressure, and again, really nice job by Hamrick to roll out of that pressure and then make a nice throw. I mean, he's running as hard as he can outside the pocket to his right. Majay Thompson was open, and it was a little short, but, I thought Thompson did a nice job of getting his hands underneath that ball, but he did not. So 3rd down and 12 for the Chargers.
Let's see if Shelby tries to put some pressure. The problem is they've gotten to Hamrick. They just haven't gotten him down. He's been able to get away or throw with guys hanging on him. Play action. Here comes the blitz from the backside. It's Landon Hollifield. He's going to be on the run again. He's going to throw it on the run. He's going to throw it out of bounds. And Shelby's defense is going to hold again.
Yeah, that's something to hang your hat on. I mean, Shelby, 2 straight 3-and-outs to start the second half.
And 4th and 12, back deep is man Collins. Now, the difference, Crest doesn't rush, and they set up a return with 2 guys back there. Shelby has 1 guy back. Edwards is limping from the Shelby sideline. He's still not off the field yet, and now he's going to go down with an injury, and we're going to take it here as well with 7:49 to go, 3rd quarter. Crest on top, 21-7. We'll be right back.
When the summer turns brutal, your tractor better bring the heat too. Horsepower Heatwave is here at James River Equipment, starting with the John Deere 3043D with loader. Built with 43 horses of pure grit, ready to move, lift, and muscle through the worst of summer. Right now at James River, get yours for $19,999 cash or just $299 a month. No frills, no fluff. Just horsepower that doesn't sweat. The Horsepower Heatwave is on, only at James River Equipment.
James River Equipment Company, Highway 180 North in Shelby.
Injured Charger is number 2, Edwards, and
it's a cramp, I think.
Yeah, it's a cramp, and they're gonna Trip Hastings, really good guy, really great trainer. He'll help him off the field.
Yeah, Tripp was over here at Shelby for a few years, and then he went back home to Crest. Again, all these people, he's a Crest guy. He comes over here, he does a good job at Shelby, and then he goes back to Crest. And, like I say, we're really fortunate in Cleveland County. We've got so many good things, good academics, good arts programs and good athletic programs. And so it's one of those things that you really need to not take for granted because we are really blessed here in this county.
For the first time tonight, we see Carson Greer back to punt. It's been all Hamrick doing kind of a quick kick, and Shelby puts a little bit of pressure. Greer gets decent kickoff. It's going to bounce up to Shelby 38, take a crest bounce to about the 30, maybe the 31, down to there. But Golden Lions have held twice now to start the second half. Let's see if the offense can get something going. They'll take over at the 31-yard line. Farmer having a tough couple of first weeks, Jeff. He's about 2,000 yards shy of the all-time county passing record. Had about 186 yards last week. Only has 18 yards passing. 22 yards passing in this game so far. So
Shelby's going to start on their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10, 7:38 to go here in this third quarter. Shelby has not had a first down since the first quarter.
Roseboro in man-to-man coverage down here on the bottom. And Shelby's only gone to him once tonight. And now, again, Farmer calls his own number after the fake, and he's at the 40, 45, 50. He breaks loose. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5.
They're going to call a penalty. They're going to say a crackback block. And I'm sorry. They're going to call a penalty at the 27-yard line, and all that was a player slowed down, and I don't know, maybe it was something that I didn't see, but where they threw the flag, it looked like a player slowed down and put a shoulder in a Crest defender, and they're going to call that touchdown run back. It is going to be a big run for a first down.
Wow.
The coaching staff is so upset, and it's not like they're upset at the officials. It's like they're upset at a player. So that's personal foul is going to negate a touchdown run. It is going to be a first down, but, man, that really hurts.
You know, you hear the Boo Birds out because, he was going untouched for 69-yard touchdown run, and then, somewhere about 25 yards behind the play, the flag comes out. Thrown at the 27-yard line as he's going into the end zone.
Got a couple of guys with cramps. Number 7 for Crest, that's Donovan Walton, and also number 59 for Shelby, that is Crashun Harris. So we're going to have a stoppage of play, I think.
It's a 42-yard run because you can only give him yardage where the penalty flag was thrown. So a 69-yard run becomes a 42-yard run because the penalty flag was thrown at 27. It's a 15-yard penalty. So Shelby will have 1st and 10 at the Crest 42. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Bring the family out for a night of great food and fun at Jam & J's Pizza Factory in Shelby. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. Try their big buffet and salad bar. You're going to love it, with special pricing for seniors and kids. The kids will also love the big game room. This Christian-based company is locally owned and operated. You can order online at jamandjspizza.com. Take out, curbside, or delivery, all available by calling 980-303-2792. Jam & J's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street, off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Applying for a car loan has never been easier than now at Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincoln and Shelby. Just apply online and get your financing pre-approved. Just go to jeffsautosales.com. And remember, they are the home of the $500 down payment. And shop online for your next vehicle. See the entire selection, pick out what you want, and just apply online. That's Jeff Auto Sales, 3081 East Highway 27 in Lincoln, 4490 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, apply online at jeffsautosales.com.
Off of the injury timeout, Shelby goes deep to Lorenzo Roseboro. I mean, there was some contact. He got a hand on it. He got one hand on it. Coach Wilbanks not thrilled with a no call.
Yeah, I thought maybe if they were going to call anything, it might be they were going to call Lorenzo for offensive interference. If a flag had flown, I would have been expecting an offensive interference penalty. And I have to say, the way the coaching staff reacted on that penalty at 27, I think there probably was a legitimate penalty. It was a big mistake by Golden Line well behind the play. I really, gave the officials a hard time, but I think what I saw was not what they called. 2nd and 10 now for Shelby.
At the Crest 42. Either way, it's a huge momentum shifter, and now Woods, the freshman who we haven't seen since the first quarter, gets the carry.
It's the closest thing to a hole inside that Shelby's had in the last little bit, and he picks up 3. 3rd down and 7. 39.
A little bit slow to get up, too, was Woods, but he's up. He stays in the game. Roseboro in. They're putting Landon Hollifield in as an H-back. He'll stay on the sideline, though, and they'll put Cole Wakefield in instead. Boy, that play, Jeff, that could have been it's a 7-point game.
Yeah.
If that touchdown stands, and now Shelby's looking at having to convert a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And Farmer's going to throw it, and he's going to go deep again for J.J. Williams this time.
Oh, he gets his hands on it, but he just wasn't able to make the play. That was a pretty good pass, Brent.
Yeah, and Pluto Surratt was right there, though. It was really good coverage.
And we got another cramp.
Yeah, I think that's Surratt after he made the play and was celebrating it. Goes down with a cramp. So another injury timeout. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. It's 21-7 Crest. We'll be right back.
Some of the best deals of the year are awaiting you now during the back-to-school sales event at Kimball's Furniture in Shelby. And with every $2.99 or more purchase, receive a free backpack bundle. And look for the manager's special tags throughout the store and get an extra 10% off. And buy here, pay here at Kimball's Furniture. No down payment and no credit required options are available. The back-to-school sales event at Kimball's Furniture, 300 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at kimballs.com. The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase
as he is on PATs and field goals.
Hikes it. Adams.
Oh.
Kicks it in someone's back. Owen picks it up at almost the line of scrimmage and will take over the ball about at midfield.
Yeah, he did not get the ball, didn't come off his foot like it should have, like he wanted it to. It was more of a line drive punt, and of course it hit some of the war horses that were trying to come in and block it, and so the ball turned over now to Owen. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line.
From the 50, let's see if the Ironman can get.
He's got a man. That's J.J. Williams. First down, Golden Lions.
And the first thing I do is look for flags, because it seems like every time there's a big play on either team, there's some flags, but no flags that time. So that is another first down, and those first downs, again, are sponsored by Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain. And Shelby now has the ball 1st and 10 on the Crest 29, 6 minutes and 21 seconds left in this third quarter.
Just the second pass play that's gotten at least 10 yards for the Golden Lions tonight. Both of them, J.J. Williams catches. And now it's 1st and 10, Golden Lions at 29. And Farmer will run. This time he makes it all on his own. There was nothing there, Jeff. He might have gotten 4 yards.
Yeah, he got 4 yards, and I thought he was going to lose 3.
Land's showing a lot of grit tonight, I think. He's running the ball a lot more than you normally see it.
That's a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Ball's at the Crest 25. We're down inside 6 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Both quarterbacks have had a long touchdown run. The only problem for is theirs got called back, or at least about a third of it was called back on a penalty. But 2nd down, 6. Handoff left side. There's a hole. Jalen Tate's inside the 20, inside the 15. And that's actually Jonas Woods on the first down to the 13-yard line.
So another first down for the Golden Lions. Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain first down. Shelby has the ball 1st and 10 on the Crest 13.
So that went from the 25 to the 13. That's a 12-yard run for Jonas Woods, his longest run of his career now. First and 10, Golden Lions. And Farmer again calls his own number. He's around the left side, inside the 10 to about the 8.
Maybe the 7. Yeah, all the way down to the 7. So he picked up 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. The only problem with what Shelby's doing is every play they go out of bounds. I mean, they could really be moving some clock here, but out of bounds again. So 2nd down and 4. 5:25 left in this third quarter.
Ball at the Crest 7. Have to get to about the 3 to get a 1st and goal.
In the pistol formation now.
Woods behind Farmer, and he'll turn around and hand it to Woods, and he's inside the 5 to the 3, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Shelby, if he's not in the end zone, Jeff.
They pushed him close. I'm not sure they're standing around waiting.
Touchdown signaled. Jonas Woods, first varsity touchdown, 7 yards. And the Golden Lions are within 8 with 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. And you gotta hand it to the Golden Lions. After that touchdown run by Land Farm was called back for a penalty.
They didn't hang their heads.
They did not hang their heads. They converted on a 4th down and then punched it into the end zone for the numbers, tax, and bookkeeping 7-yard touchdown run. Matt Grenier in for the Hojo Power Sports point after. This kicks up, and it's good. We got ourselves the ball game. 21-14 Crest on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Make tax time easy on yourself by seeing Mark Pat.
Second down and 3. That's a big run, Coach.
It definitely was.
Gonna sleep on me, Coach.
I'm trying to get the scores train to get the scores in here. I keep telling me I'm off the server. I'm here with you.
I've got mine on.
Okay. Mine just, for some reason, it says unable to connect to them.
So here we go. I don't know if it's been updated, but I've got Chris 21 and Shelby 7 at halftime.
Oh, Lord, it thing.
What happened, Coach?
It was, he had a slant wide open across there to the middle, but the ball was knocked down. It was wide open.
So that's going to bring up he kept it. He ran it because they picked up a yard.
Somebody picked it up. I mean, the ball was beat around, so undoubtedly one of the guys caught it and fell in there because it was knocked down. It was touched. Now, see the official back there? He was standing right there with nobody. That's how close people were to him right there. That's
going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Hilltoppers. At looks like the 19-yard line.
Yes.
19-yard line. So here we go. Holly back in the shotgun. Jacob Smith to his right. Power back. And Holly keeps it, and he's hit immediately. Oh, I don't know about that, Coach. They blew the whistle dead when he was hit. And he bounced out off the tackle.
They blew the whistle Wednesday against us when they grabbed our quarterback's towel and wouldn't call it an inverted whistle.
Wow. So that's going to bring up
4th and 2, maybe 3.
3. Because
third,
they marked it at 20. It's third.
It's 4th
no,
down,
it's 4th down. That was 3rd down.
He tried to
big play right here.
Yeah, that was basically going to be a
this is one of those just make or break kind of play here. We have a timeout by the Hilltoppers, and that is a Raymond James Financial timeout. You need to go by and take a timeout and call on Raymond James Financial Services in Forest City. We'll be back.
Who is a very solid 190.
Second down play, quick handoff to Gamble. He's got a hole. Look at Gamble go all the way to the 35-yard line for the Mi Pueblito first down. Remember, Friday Night Lights, football fans, and Mi Pueblito, always a winning combination. Chargers at the 34-yard line. New set of downs for Hamrick and this offense. A fake to Gamble, quarterback keeper. There goes Eli Hamrick. He'll get just across the 40-yard line. There's a lot of going back and forth between Shelby and Crest, and the Shelby player was riding the back of the Crest player for a little bit. I don't know that the officials saw much of that. It might be the retaliation by the Crest player, and I know Greg Lloyd's not happy right now. Yeah, that was Landon Hollifield. Man, those Hollifield just keep playing football at Shelby High School. He was in on some of that action involving Crest and Shelby right there. Yeah, we've seen this several times tonight, Rob, those offsetting CSI mechanical penalties.
And you just got to keep it in your head and can't let them goad you into something, and that's kind of what you had there.
Crest had a 21-7 lead at halftime. We're just got a little over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's now a 21-14 game. And you're right, Rob. Crest has got to keep their head clear. They've got to stay focused. You don't want to hurt yourself and allow Shelby to get back in. And, they're only 7 points away from tying this game. A fake to Edwards, who was coming across the field as a wide receiver, of course, and a quarterback keeper, and a very successful run by Eli Hamrick, who will get just across the 50-yard line. That is another Me-Pubs first down and a big one to keep the Charger offense on the field. Double receivers to the near side, one to the far side. They'll keep it on the ground here. And just a very short gain of about 1.5 yards for Malachi Gamble. Number 24, the junior running back on the carry for your Crest Chargers. We're into this third quarter. Third quarter presented. Each quarter tonight we give a shout out to Utility Tree Service. We're Chargers, we're better. You got a lot of Crest graduates. They love the Chargers over at Utility Tree Service. Keep them in mind when you got tree problems. A short pass out of the flat, called making a move to get across the 45, hit from behind, and that helps give forward progress to the 41-yard line. I think that might have been Thompson on the reception. Thompson or Jason Black won, but nonetheless, Rob, the Chargers are moving the football.
And where you at now, looking at 2 plays to get a first down.
That's exactly right. Stuart Kramer at a tight one with North Gaston. We're late in the third quarter. Stuart up 27-20. Chargers packing it in tight here so they can push the quarterback ahead. Eli Hamrick never went down, but he's lost the ball at the 10-yard line. It's picked up by a Charger, though, and moving into the end zone for a touchdown. What a job. Was that Romeo Sanders? My gosh.
Great job to continue to follow his quarterback. Shelby's saying there's a procedure against, they've thrown a flag against the Chargers again.
It was just short yardage needed for a first down, so it was a quarterback keeper. Everybody kind of, stopped early on, but then the officials allowed the play to continue to play out, and that's where you saw the loose football knocked away from Hamrick about the 10-yard line. Then Romeo Sanders came from behind and picked it up and went into the end zone, but forget that. No touchdown, as we've got that latest CSI mechanical penalty flag against the offense. Shelby's family-owned full-service heating, air conditioning, and also something they do that others don't, commercial refrigeration business, all handled by CSI Mechanical. Way back now at the 46-yard line, the Crest Chargers. Here's a pass open, 40, 35, 30, all the way down to the 26-yard line. Pettis on the catch.
Like that play call there, you stayed in that tight bunch. You rolled your quarterback out, brought Pettis to this side over here for the nice first down catch.
Kings Mountain has extended their lead late in the third quarter. Kings Mountain 34, Burns 21. Thanks to J-Man Foster for the updates. A Mi Pablito first down was just picked up by Crest. They're at the Shelby 27-yard line now. 1:24 to go in the third quarter. We got a tight package here, the heavy package run game in here. They're going to throw a pitch play. Michael Edwards trying to get through some Golden Lions, and he will get to the 23-yard line.
And does this just feel like the longest third quarter in creation?
I think you're right. Second down and 6 coming up for Crest. They break the huddle. And again, they're going to have this tight offensive formation where they just have one receiver on the far side of the field. And, man, what a job there. A little trickery play there. Nobody knew who had the ball. And the Chargers have just got themselves to about the 12-yard line at Shelby.
Yeah, Hammer did a good job there hiding the football. He did a little inside handoff there. Good interior push by the offensive line. Nick Albright, those guys in the middle to get that first down.
Yeah, Romeo Sanders is out there contributing. Of course, Lyric Pettis. Again, they're coming with this formation, and also they've got a new Mipalito first down. Here's a handoff to Edwards, Michael Edwards, keeping it up the middle. He just won't go down. He's at least to the Shelby 8-yard line, and I think that's going to be our final play of the third quarter. So, man, this one could go anywhere, so please stay with us. When we come back, we'll move into the fourth quarter on your Fountain Electric scoreboard. Crest leads Shelby 21-14. The third quarter coming up next here from KTCBroadcasting.com.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 custom.
On the ground, I think they're trying to vie for a run into the kicker penalty, but not going to get it.
So with 4:32, I guess we need to turn that down. We got some fans out there who are probably a little into the game and into Grandma's liquor cabinet, so we'll turn that down just a little bit so you don't have to hear it.
Well, it did look like he got knocked down, but you know, if a situation where they tip it, which I doubt that was tipped, if they tip it, they can run into him all day. But was it called? And Kings Mountain will have the ball on their own
24-yard line, yeah. So Kings Mountain will take it. Double wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Bell in the shotgun. Dreyer has been the workhorse. Now he's back on the left hip. And Bell will clap the hands. And football direct snap to Dreyer, it looked like, but then there's just a little muffed exchange. All that for an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he got rid of that a little earlier than probably he wanted to. Try to get him on a little quick slant.
I think it was supposed to be some kind of play action. It looked like Dreyer and Bell had their hands at the ball at the same time, so a little miscommunication, but it works to Burns' benefit. Now it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, that whole play looked a little bit kind of busted from the get-go.
So 2nd down, 10. Double wide receivers left and right. Dreyer still the setback on the left hip of Bell. Bell now scrambling. Looked like he had a lane. He'll let it go.
Intercepted!
And it's intercepted by 16.
That's Cam Howell.
Cam Howell up to the 25-yard line, and Burns is in business at the plus 25-yard line.
Cam Howell was just sitting out there, threw it right to him. I don't think the quarterback saw him. Great job. Cam Howell, the sophomore. Big-time play. Cam Howell's my cousin there, Tom. Big-time play. I'm proud of him.
Royster, who isn't your cousin?
That's right. That's right. Glad to see.
That is the question.
Glad to see him get some action. Good job there. He was just sitting right there. I don't think the quarterback ever saw him.
So with 4:19 left to go, Burns will have it on the plus 25-yard line. First down and 10. So a chance to make it a one-score game again. In good shape to do that. Man comes in motion, and he'll get the football. Little pass, Wells, and he makes the corner. Let's see where they put him. That's going to go in the book as a pass. So let's see where they spot him. And they took it on the 26th, and Wells makes it where? Let's see.
And we might have a penalty flag holding on Burns just coming back.
Distributors penalty, so that's going to wipe out the play and back up Burns 10. That's their third penalty of this quarter.
That was a tough one.
So they're backed up all the way to the 36-yard line, 10-yard penalty. We will repeat first down. So that wipes out the run by Wells. And Dixon unable to add to those passing yards. Would like to see him get, man, a little pass down the field, build a little confidence. So they're going to go with, let's see, is that 17? Is that Pryor?
I think that might be. Yeah, that is Pryor. Check that.
So that's 17. That's Pryor on the carry. And he will take it, let's see, they're going to give him all the way up to the 31-yard line. So I'm going to give him 6. And it'll be second down and about 14 yards to go.
Yeah, let's see. We're definitely down 4-down territory, especially at this juncture in the game.
So double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. And I think that's Davis back in the game. That's a good sign. As Wells comes in motion. Now Dixon back to throw.
Got to get rid of it.
Lets it go. Across the middle, caught. But
we're probably going to have Russ. We might have a roughing the passer here.
Gain. The ball is up at the 30-yard line. Gain of 2, and now we'll check the penalty.
Dixon took a shot right there. I think this is going to be roughing the passer. He had some guys coming at him for sure. He just barely got rid of the ball. Let's see what the call is.
So pass interference, let's see,
Nope.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against Kings Mountain, and that'll move it 15 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
And we got a Burns guy down. Let's take a commercial.
Oh, yeah, that big.
Set for Eli Hamrick.
And a pump fake, and then Hamrick gets tripped up by Noah Gardner for the sack back at about the 22, 23-yard line.
So if they're gonna try a field goal, it's gonna be a 40-yard field goal now. Again, well inside his range, but you had second down and 5 on the Shelby 7, did we not? I mean, wasn't it down there someplace? Yeah, I think it was 3rd and 5 on the Shelby 7. And now you end up trying a 40-yard field goal, and they're having trouble getting enough linemen in there.
It's 4th down and 21. And it's going to be a 40-yard field goal from near the left hash for Carson Greer to give the Chargers a 10-point lead. It's a good snap and hold, and the kick's got distance, but it hits the upright, and it's no good. Hit high on the left upright.
And came back.
Wow. in the field. So Greer misses his second field goal of the night. This one from 40. And the Golden Lions will take over with 9:32 to go, and they trail by just 7 points on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
That was about an 8-minute drive for the Chargers, and they got no points out of it. They did kill 8 minutes, and they moved the ball down the field, but then really hurt themselves with penalties and interesting calls.
1st and 10, Shelby. And Farmer calls his own number, and he's got good yardage. He gets about 8. He's upended. Boy, he landed on his tailbone. He got tripped up there. Gets 8.
So 2nd down and 2.
See a guy that big go airborne like that.
Yeah.
And what he's doing, well, he's either faking it and then going to the outside, or he's faking it and going right behind. And that time he went right behind Tate. And got 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. 3 receivers right, 1 left. 8:54 to go, clock's running. Farmer pump fakes, now he's going to throw, and he's going to go up top, and he's got Collins behind the defense. It's caught. He's at the 30 and out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Down to the 27-yard line. What a perfect throw and a great route. And another first down. That's a gutter guard of Kings Mountain first down. Shelby has the ball on the crest, 24-yard line.
48-yard pass play to Collins. Collins' first catch of the ball game and the longest pass play for Shelby by far of the evening.
That's the thing. When you get 2nd and 2, you can try to throw a deep one.
Ball at the crest, 24. And Farmer calls his own number. He's down to the 20. Maybe the 21.
Just shy of the 20. Yeah.
And let's see where they ultimately put it.
Yeah, they do put it on the 20. So 2nd down and 6. Farmer's helmet came off. So now that means that into quarterback is Raper.
Kendrick Raper will come in. Saw him a little bit last week against Kings Mountain when Farmer got shaken up, and then on the last couple of drives when Shelby, when the game was kind of in hand for the Mountaineers. And he'll hand it off to Tate around the right side, and he's going to be close to first down.
He's going to be at the 16, so that's going to be 3rd and 2.
And back in comes Farmer. This is a big play.
8:22 left in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down and 2. Shelby has the ball on the Crest 16.
Got to get to the 14. But out of bounds, so the clock stops. Play clock's at 15. Jalen Tate's your running back. Farmer will call his own number, and he got a big block from T. Hollifield, and he's going to get inside the 10 to about the 6. 1st and goal, Shelby. Another big run by Land Farmer, but that block by T. Hollifield, oh my.
That's a great block. So 1st and goal at the Crest 6. 8:16 left in the fourth quarter. Crest leads 21-14, but boy, this thing got exciting, didn't it, Brent?
Yeah, all of a sudden it did. 1st and goal, Shelby. Now you got to get positive yardage on each play. You can't afford the negatives or the penalties, and there's Farmer around the left side. He's going to cut it in about the 5 and then push back, maybe the 6.
Yeah, he didn't lose anything. That's the positive.
Yeah. Well, they originally gave him the forward progress to the 5, and then they went back and said, oh, you pushed him back.
I think that's about right. I really think he stopped him about the 6. But
okay. Looks like maybe there's an injured Charger on the field with 7:36 to go. We'll take a timeout here. Your score, Crest 21, Shelby 14, but the goal line is threatening.
For nearly
Lucky of Cherryville scoreboard with 5:23 left in the ball game. The Cherryville Ironmen lead 28-21, and we'll be right back after this word from Dellinger Electric.
Opportunity to ice this game. How much time is remaining, Coach?
Is 2 minutes exactly.
2 minutes remaining. 2-minute drill.
We've got 2 timeouts left, I think.
2 timeouts remaining. So that is the Raymond James Financial Scoreboard. For a live well plan, you need to see Matt and Deacon Bright. They have many years experience, and they take a timeout and call on them at Raymond James Financial Services in Forest City. Barry, number 2, is back with Willis, number 20. Hands off the.
all right, so it's 2nd and goal at the 6 now. Shelby's got the ball on the left hash. 7:30. The clock is ticking.
Now you can hear the Shelby crowd, and you can hear the momentum. The momentum shifted. And now handoff Tate. He cuts it in. He's at the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to about the 1, and down at the 1.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal, maybe just inside the 1.
And at this point, Jeff, I mean, the guy with Tate, is it 2 carries, and if you don't get in, good job defense. And or do you do what you've been doing some and have Land just run right behind him? We'll see.
It is at the 1. It's not inside the 1. It is on the 1. So
6:50 to go. Clock running. Tate behind Farmer. And now under center. And Farmer's going to bulldoze his way towards the goal line, pushed back. Just short is the signal from the Crest sideline.
So it's going to be 4th down.
Shelby saying touchdown. Crest is saying short. And they're going to say he was down. Malachi Giss is coming off the field. He's one of the guards. And not only did they say he didn't get in, they marked it all the way back at the 1 again as if there was no game.
Clock's still running. Shelby is huddled on the sideline. I guess they may run it down and take a timeout.
Yeah, and figure out what are we going to do here on 4th and goal.
And they do.
They take the timeout with exactly 6 minutes on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with a 4th and goal at the 1.
Ogie Knipe used to say,
12.
Max Davis back out there on defense. That's a good sign
he was
for Burns.
Back out on offense too, so probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Dreyer again. He's hit. He's taken down again. Maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
And that's Amari Littlejohn.
So 3rd down and long as Kings Mountain stays behind the sticks, and they're probably going to let this thing run out, and we're going to go to the 4th quarter. So we're going to take the break with them. End of 3. Kings Mountain 34, Burns 24. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the 4th quarter.
It's the play.
Crest leads 21-14, and yeah, it is definitely the play of the game.
I kind of like my chances letting Jalen Tate bulldoze in there twice versus.
Well, now it's 4th down, though.
Yeah, it's 4th down.
So there's no chance to do it twice. You just got to do it once.
Well, guess what? There is no Jalen Tate. It's Land Hollifield. It's Killius Hunt. It's Dominic Woody, and it's Land Farmer. This is just going to be big boy football. And Land Farmer's going to take it, and he's going to run into the end zone. Touchdown, Land Farmer. Shelby's within an extra point of tying this one. That's a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping 1-yard touchdown run for Land Farmer. Jeff, he has rushed it 15 times tonight.
For a lot of yards.
A lot of yards. And remember, he had 27 yards taken away on a penalty. Out comes Malachi Hopper. In goes Jalen Tate. Matt Grenier in for the Hojo Power Sports of Shelby Point after. Brett Morgan will snap it. Man Collins will hold. It's a high snap. Grenier gets kicked down. We're tied 21-21 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Back after this.
Homestead Plumbing hopes you're enjoying
This half. And Bell's probably going to put it in the air this time. He does. He's got time now. Flush now going to his right. Sacked. He'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Reggie Logan, big-time sack on Bell. Huge play, Reggie Logan.
12-yard loss, and it'll be punting time for Kings Mountain after the 3 and out. So big-time defensive stand there by Burns as they put Bell on the ground. That was huge.
Shelby Crest game tied at 21, 6 minutes left.
Really?
Tight one.
Tied at 21.
There.
Who would have thought that?
We got a good one going on here for sure.
And trying to get off the field is Porter, I think. And they
think
get off. They block the punt. The punt is blocked, and Burns is going to take it in plus territory. Oh, my gosh. Well, how big was it?
Can you tell who did that?
Couldn't tell who blocked it.
I think it might have been 10. I think that might have been Logan.
I tell you what, that's huge for Porter to get off the field.
He got off field Justin. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Porter coming off, but Burns is going to have great field position here. Start this drive.
All right, so Burns is going to take it on the plus 30. They're going to take it on the plus 33. And they're going to take it with 11:13 left to go. And they're set up again.
Davis.
Unfortunately, unable to take advantage last time. As Matt just told you, Davis in the backfield. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Snap is back. Davis with the football, trying the right side, trying to get the corner, and a flag comes out. He had about 5 or 6, but probably coming back with a holding penalty.
That's unfortunate. It was a pretty good run there by Davis. Caught that corner. Yeah, a lot of Putman Distributors penalties out here tonight for sure.
Let's see. What do they say? Holding. And they're going to take it from the original line of scrimmage and march it back.
That's tough.
So Burns now, that's their 5th penalty of this half. They have 40 yards in penalties so far, and that's going to march it back all the way back to the 44-yard line. So we'll do it again. 1st down and 20 now for Burns. As because Davis has been able to get loose, well over 100 yards tonight, 159 unofficially. Double wide receivers right, one to the left. And let's see what we got. And, yeah, they do have the ball mismarked. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, because it should be on the 43. There it is. So double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Davis on the right hip of Dixon, and play action over the middle, and incomplete, just a little wide of the intended receiver, and I'm not sure who it was.
He had Amari Littlejohn out there coming out from the tight end position, just a little bit over his reach.
So Dixon's been close with a couple of those passes and just has not been able to connect, so we'll do it again. 2nd down and 20. And I tell you what, how big's that holding penalty, man? It takes you back out of field goal range as Dixon trying to get everybody lined up. And now Wells on the right side. 2 more receivers to the left. Dixon has it, back, looks, pumps, throws, and it's going to be almost intercepted. As had his hands on it for a moment was Christian Jarrett.
Had Littlejohn out there, but probably was not a wise decision to throw that ball.
It's just soft back across his body, back across the field. It's not where you want to throw that ball. A lot of bad stuff can happen, but gaining experience every game. So, every near miss is you can chalk it up as a learning experience.
Absolutely.
So Dixon going to get them lined up. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd down and an Uber. Wells in motion, claps the hands, has the football. He's back, screen set up, complete to Davis.
He's got room.
40, 35, 30. There he goes. 25, still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Max Davis for the numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 43 yards out, Matt.
What a play. What a pass. Drew Dixon got Davis in the flat, followed his blockers all the way in for a touchdown. Big-time score for Burns.
So Burns cuts the lead. They put the score in the wrong side. Cuts the lead to 4. Very big on-the-go quick lube extra point. And is that the 4th touchdown for Davis?
And this will make it a
3-point game. So kick up. Kick good. 30, 34, 31 on the right shoulder scoreboard. We'll be right.
First down.
That was a great pass, though, and it was a nice route. Shelby took a risk, almost got the sack, but the senior quarterback made the throw.
That was a great play all the way around. Nodine was like an inch from getting the sack, and Hamrick found the empty guy where Nodine might have been had he dropped back in coverage. We got an injured Kendrick Raper down.
He's got a cramp.
Shelby, and we'll be back after this.
The automobile rates have never been better than now at Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency in Shelby. If you're in the market for automobile insurance, now is the time to see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance.
All right, folks, it's that time of the night where we sign off the Red Zone channel. We're going to give you the scores that we do have going across the board. We're going to be back on in about 5. Give us to 10:05. Usually we go 10. Give us about 7 minutes to get settled in, folks, and get ready for the post-game show. Yes, we do. We're going to go live back. As soon as we go live, we're going to send you back out in Shelby. We've got 2 games in Cleveland County. Kings Mountain up 3 on Burns, at Burns, and Crest and Shelby just got tied. 21-21 up at Shelby. You out? All right, see you later. Give me 1 second. I'll be there in a second. Give me 1 second. Shelby 7-7. 21-21, folks. Across the board, if you see the black numbers, those are finals. Red numbers are still live. We're going to sign off here on the Red Zone channel. Take about 5 minutes off, 10 minutes. We'll be right back here for the post-game show on KTCBroadcasting.com.